everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. We're just gonna sit down and talk for a minute because I wanted to talk about how I went from running a 5:19 mile all the way to a 4:56 mile. Breaking that 5-minute barrier was so important for me mentally and physically. Just I've had so many problems with mentally being like, yeah, I can run this fast and I can do this and stuff like that. I just always have had that type of mental part of me where I know I'm not the greatest runner and I don't let it go to my head at all. And sometimes it actually doesn't benefit me at all because I start to get, I start to question my running skills and I start to question myself. So I want to talk about kind of one of my big breakthroughs, and I hope I have a bunch more during my running career. This was my first one. So my freshman year I started off running and it was actual practices. We actually had a coach. So my 7th and 8th grade year, if you didn't know, I didn't have a coach at all. I was running, just my coach was a short distance runner and he only knew how to teach short distance stuff. So my coach was like, all right, go run, and that was it. So we were out there all alone. I think there was only like 2 or 3 of us that were actually long distance. By the time I got to my freshman year, we actually had a coach, so he like kind of had us do things, and which that's what coaches do. But anyways, it was really rough on me. We started off in the snow, which was really weird because I never ran in the snow at all, and I had crappy shoes. That was one thing, and I also never stretched in the beginning. Literally everything that could have gone wrong went wrong because I didn't do anything right. Like I don't think my coach meant to, but he just didn't really tell us that we were supposed to stretch, and he kind of just assumed we knew that we were supposed to do that, but I didn't know that. So I never stretched. I never did hip mobility stuff. I never ran before the season. I never put in miles. It was just literally me. And so I ran a 5:19 off of what I can do by myself, like getting kind of in shape and going from there. And we did a lot of like pacing stuff. So we'd run 200 meters, jog 200 meters, run 200 meters. We'd do a lot of that kind of stuff. So that being said, it did take a really big toll on my body. I would wake up in the middle of the night with my knee so like it would ache so bad. And the one time I woke up and I couldn't like bend my knee, and I've always had knee problems as a kid, and so that was like already bad enough, but adding on all that running, I couldn't bend my knee when I'd wake up and everything like that. So that was a big factor with stretching and hip mobility stuff, and I never did that, and I was never prepared. So I ended up running a 5:19. I think it was at districts. I didn't qualify for state in any of my events. My teammates took all of the events, so I ended up not qualifying, which that's all right. I was actually kind of glad I didn't qualify. At the time, I didn't really want to. Now I wish I would have, just to get the experience. But now I've been to state twice because I went my sophomore year and my junior year. And my sophomore year, I went from running, I think I ran my first mile in around 5:12, which was alright. I think it was around 5:12. I think I ran my first mile around 5:20, actually, starting off my sophomore season. And it was 3 meets before I ended up going to state, and I ran a 4:56 just out of the blue. I literally was running 5:06, 5:10, 5:11, and all of a sudden I just had like a mental like boost or something happened. I ran a 4:56, and I think that comes with your mind. Like I always struggled with my mind, like I said before. So I kind of just sat down, listened to music, really focused on my mile race. And another thing a big thing about it was I never ran anything else. Usually I would triple up. I'd go 3,200, 800, and 1,600. That time I only ran the 1,600. So that was probably why I broke that so easily. It was super awesome. It was a mental barrier for me. And then my junior year I came into it running a 5. I think I ran a 5:12, something like that. And then by then I just slowly decreased, and then I broke about 3 meets in, I broke 5 again, and then I just kept breaking it down and down. So that was pretty interesting. It's just weird that I've come from 5:19 all the way down to 4:52 in like 3 years, And this year I plan to go 4:30, somewhere in that area. I'm hoping that I can hit 4:40 my first meet. If I can do that, I'm have faith that I can actually win state, or at least get top 5 in the mile. I want to win in the 800 because that's my race. I ran a 2:04. I went from running, I think I was running 2:20s down to a 2:04, which is a big decrease. But that's from freshman year all the way to or junior year. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. I think that if you're a freshman or you're coming into your freshman year and you're wondering like what you should do, I think you should really stretch and make sure you are prepared, because I came in so unprepared. I didn't stretch. I didn't do anything. I think that is so important as a freshman to know, because literally you can end up like me, getting injured and running a 5:20 mile, then coming back to the next season and running a 4:56, which I was still kind of hurting after the whole injury thing. I was still hurting some of my sophomore year, but I ended up getting back into it, and now I'm solid in my hips, my bones, my tendons, everything feels awesome. So I'm excited to see what the future comes this senior year. I'm excited to see what happens. I was gonna do basketball. I did basketball last year. I was gonna do basketball. I did basketball just to get into shape because I was struggling staying motivated and running. And that's another thing that I struggle with, is running motivation. So that's something that I lack a lot. But I did basketball, put me into pretty good shape, and then I went right into track, which was pretty nice. And then yeah, so I ended up running a 4:56 or a 4:52 my junior year. So that is kind of like what I did, basically just learning. It was such a learning process for me because I didn't know anything when I started off. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a sit down video because I didn't go run. I was hoping to get a running video in, but I didn't go run today, and no one's like available to record, so I'd be like filming on the side, so it'd be really awkward, and also it wouldn't help me at all. So I'll probably go run tonight, but I'm going to do it on the treadmill, and I don't want to record any of that because I feel like there's been like 5 videos on the channel where I've done that. So yeah, I'm just gonna have this for the video today, and then next week we're gonna get a good run in. I promise you guys that, because we need a good run in. So we're probably gonna do like 7 miles. I think that was my plan. So we're gonna do something in that. I'm going to just try to get back into shape. I'm kind of out of shape just because I haven't been running a whole lot this week, but I'm going to get back into shape a little bit so I can run the 7 mile completely. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like if you did enjoy this video. Also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see running videos every single week, once a week. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.